Be free.
How's it, guys? I'm on a farm here just outside of Swellendam, not too far from where I live actually, but this vlog is going to be all about spending some time here doing some lekker cooking, of which a pork belly prepared by me on the fire is going to be part of this vlog. Behind me are mountains just outside of Swellendam. I don't know what mountains they are. I'll put it in here on a voiceover or title it in. So we're just going to hang out, check out the farm life on a lodge outside of the town of Swellendam, but we will also be going to Swellendam and checking out bits of the town. We are driving to town and I'm sitting here with an old friend, Pierre. I'm only allowed to say Pierre. And a new friend, DAWIE. They don't want to be on camera because they're shy. And they're not as beautiful as I am anyway, so it's okay. That's a joke, but nobody's laughing. So we're going to go to town quickly and get some stuff so we can braai later. And this is going to be a bit of a food show, like I said. And I'm just going to show you whatever comes up. Pierre is also one of the people that has been supporting me for years now. Without Pierre, I wouldn't have any gear to record anything. Okay, let's go to town. The guys got less shy later, so you'll get to meet them. Back here at the market, I was here before, second time I'm here. Let's check it out. It's a bit late, I think people are packing up. It's also a gallery here, and I have two paintings. It's either in this gallery or the other one, I don't know, I just sent it to them, but I think it might be this one. Let's go check it out. Artery Gallery is a contemporary fine art gallery established by visual artist Anja Badenhorst. The gallery provides exhibition space and a commercial platform for local, young and upcoming artists practicing in various disciplines, each with their distinctive style. Apparently my paintings are not up yet. They're keeping it for the next exhibition, yeah, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I think this little market is almost finished here. We're just here at the end. Maybe we can still see something. I don't know. Otherwise, we're going to go back home and braai and cook and drink wine apparently. The Under the Oaks Market is a charming country craft market held every Saturday morning in Swellendam. We are at the shopping center, so we're just going to get some food and I don't know what else. Just need to get the dreaded shopping over. I'm gonna give you a log cabin tour now, and for much of this vlog I will be without a shirt because it is damn hot and there's no aircon here, and I don't like to wear too much unnecessary clothes. It feels like it just drags you down. So we've got a hot tub here, then it's like a log cabin with rooms with double beds, and downstairs 2 double beds, and I think a number of single beds upstairs. It's quite cool inside, it's well insulated, but a beautiful surrounding, and it's going to be nice because we're going to braai and just chill. Buffalo Creek is a private estate located in the BUFFELJAGS RIVER area just outside Swellendam. This estate offers a distinctive accommodation option known as a log home at Buffalo Creek, a rustic yet well-equipped log cabin that can accommodate up to 8 guests. The cabin features amenities such as a jacuzzi, free Wi-Fi and free private parking. Nice kitchen, open eating area and lounge area. 2 bedrooms with double beds downstairs, each with an ensuite bathroom. And upstairs there's like single beds and a bit wider 3/4 beds. Just quite hot upstairs this time of day. But yeah, it's a nice little getaway spot with a nice view of the mountain and obviously the braai outside with the veranda. And I asked a lady to fill the jacuzzi type of thing. It's not really a jacuzzi, whatever it is, outside. Fill it with water, so I'm going to take a swim now. Right, good times outside of Jacuzzi Dam. Thank you to Sir PIERRE B for the camera work and for the accommodation and for the beer. So I've got new gear. Pierre, who's hosting me here, he brought me new lights. You can see these wonderful great lights I have here. Brought me professional microphones, Rode mics. Very excited, but they're still charging. But I want to do the cooking thing, like I told you. This weekend is going to be about cooking. The fire is lit. Now tonight we're going to do rosemary chicken. A lot of people say it's too powerful, rosemary for chicken, but trust me, if you do it, it works. So what I do is I do garlic and rosemary under the skin, and I dry brine the chicken on the outside, but we're doing it like a flatty, you know? So that's what we're doing tonight. And with some veg, got some butternut here. Important thing is use fresh rosemary because it's got real oils in. Old or like rosemary that's dry, it just doesn't work that well. Fresh rosemary, still got the oils in. Don't skim fresh garlic, don't be lazy. Cut this up, gonna mix it with oil. Preferably a good tasting olive oil, but I just have normal oil now. Under the skin, dry brine the outside with spices, and then it's gonna be slow roasting, slow fire cooking. Next to the fire, taking our time, and no rush. African fire cooking, that's what we're doing tonight. I'm going to start now. I'm going to cut up the garlic and the rosemary, put it in oil, put it under the skin, but before that I'm going to cut the chicken in the right, correct way. Got here a nice free-range fresh chicken. Free-range. Check it out. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flat it, make a flatty, or spatchcock it. And there is actually a right and a wrong way apparently to do that, but I don't really care much for rules, to be honest. So you have to cut it from the back, and because you want to cook it evenly, you take out the backbone, or you're supposed to take out this backbone. And obviously it's a flatty, make it as flat as and even as possible so it cooks evenly. But I keep in the backbone because for me all bones have flavor. And I've never had a chicken that's too raw on one side and overcooked on the other side because I kept this backbone in. So I keep the backbone in, and the first thing I'm going to do is to cut along the back here. Not the tummy, the back. So I'm just going to go straight through the bone. Also, this little piece here in the back, apparently you have to take it out because it's got oils in. I love that part, man. That's my favorite part. We used to fight about that part when we were children because it's so tasty. But I'm keeping it in and I love that. I never died from it so far, so it should be fine. Okay, so kept the bone in on one side, kind of went in the middle as much as possible from the back. And now it's a thick piece of chicken, obviously. You want to make it as flat as possible so the thick and the thin pieces cook evenly. From now, I'm just going to put on salt for an hour or so. And the reason being is you want the salt to get the moisture out of the skin because you want the skin as crispy as possible. So let's just salt it, put it to the side for an hour or so in the fridge, and you will see water forms on the skin because the water's starting to come out of the skin. So now this chicken is gonna go in the fridge for at least an hour. So while the chicken is resting and the brine is getting the moisture out, I'm just gonna make the stuffing for under the skin. If you put it under the skin, the flavor just goes through the meat so much better. And it's very simple. I'm going to chop garlic and rosemary very fine, put it in oil and stuff it under the skin. Obviously I'm going to wash my cutting board again, or preferably use a different one, and a knife, because raw chicken blood is poison. So I'm just doing the dry spices on the outside after I take it out of the refrigerator. Wash the excess salt off. I'm just going to do some spices, and very simple. This is very simple cooking. I'm not a fancy chef or anything. This is just basic good food, and what makes it nice is we're in Africa, I'm Afrikaner, we like to braai. And the extra flavor and enjoyment of this type of food is cooking it on a fire over coals. It just gives it that additional beautiful charcoal flavor. It's a nice social vibe, and it just tastes better. Slow cooking on the fire. So I've got some paprika, I've got some black pepper that's ground, not too fine. Usually I roast my own black pepper corns, and then I grind it for the same reason as fresh herbs. There's still the real oil in there, and the oil has so much more flavor than stuff that's been ground up for a long time. I'm cutting up butternut and broccoli as veggie sides. I take the skin off the butternut because texture is part of the dish, and in my opinion, the skin has an unpleasant, tough texture. Just put them into tin foil with loads of butter and a bit of salt, and you are good to go. At the same time I'm preparing the chicken for tonight. I'm also preparing the pork belly for tomorrow. So I'm going to score it and salt it, and then just put it in the fridge overnight. Unnecessary moisture will get it out. But I'm not only scoring it, I'm also poking a lot of little holes in the skin, because that helps to get the moisture out. If you have some passive aggressive anger that you need to get rid of, this is a nice way to do it. A nice and brutal way, just get it out of your system. Just poke a lot of holes there. And now we're salting it liberally, lots of salt. You can also wash this off before we put on the other herbs tomorrow. Right, now we're gonna rest it overnight. I'm gonna bring out the chicken now and just do the dry spice in the chicken skin. And then we can put the chicken on so long, very far away from the fire, slow cooking on its side. I'm just gonna wash off the excess salt now, and you will see that there's like little wet spots on the skin as the moisture came out. It's probably better to leave this overnight in the fridge, the longer the better, but there's no time because we came here only this afternoon. I'm just going to pat the skin dry. Now I'm using toilet paper because you don't have serviettes yet. It won't kill you, but it's probably better not to use toilet paper when you're cooking for friends and family. It's going to be a bit weird. Before we put on the dry brine, obviously we're going to put this mixture of the oil and the garlic and the rosemary under the skin. Obviously you can pull the skin a bit loose before you put it on there, like I really learned myself now. Get your fingers in there, make the skin nice and loose. This is really worth doing this because just putting stuff under the skin, the flavor is so much more pronounced. Trust me. Okay, let's put it in. Like I say, your logic might want to tell you that the rosemary is going to be overpowering, but actually it's not. Actually works out very nice, in my experience. Now we're going to do the dry brine, or the dry spice, which is paprika and black pepper. That's it. If you're cooking on a fire, this is your heat source, then you have to regulate your heat source like any cooking. On the stove, you have a knob you turn. Here, you move things around the fire, or you move the fire. But as you braai and you get used to fire cooking, you'll start feeling it out. And fire cooking is fun, because you can do it on a fire of flames, under the stars, like we used to do when we were primitive people, and it's fucking awesome. Just another tough day in Africa. Cheers guys.
Life is hard.
A squeeze of lemon right at the end just cuts through the fat and sharpens the taste. There's a chicken in here somewhere. So we've got beautiful butternut and broccoli and a beautiful chicken, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow we will do for the Sunday lunch the pork belly. Cheers. Beautiful Sunday morning, and to start the day, Pierre said he's gonna give us a bit of a gong lesson here, just to get relaxed and gong. Excuse me, I don't know any of the stuff. So we are ready for the braai. After the red wine, some gong to get us set for the day. So let's go. Take it away, Pierre.
Right foot, follow your right palm. Your chin slightly down, and they say relax your gaze, so relax your eyes and just keep breathing.
Now I'm ready for the braai. First time Pierre. So the Qigong session was very relaxing, but now I'm getting ready for the next cooking session, seeing that this vlog is basically a cooking show. We're going to do the pork belly, so I'm going to clean up a bit and prepare everything and show you everything, how I make my pork belly. But I think for a start, just to get the day started this beautiful Sunday, I'm gonna have a nice little beer here. It's a beautiful Sunday outside, the fire is lit, doing some fire cooking, and we're doing the pork belly today. Last night I already prepared the pork belly, I scored it, poke a lot of holes in it and rubbed it with a lot of salt to dry brine it to get the moisture out. So now I'm just going to wash the salt off and just put a very simple spice mix on top, dry spice mix. Keeping it very simple, I've got coriander powder here. Usually I take whole seeds, I roast them just to get the oils hot, and then I make them fine with a little blender. Same with the peppercorns, but also then black pepper I have here. A little bit of black pepper. Same thing. Better to use the whole corns, heat them up a little bit until they get to almost a smoking point and the oils start heating up. And then I have smoked paprika. That's just going to be the dry spice on the outside. And that's it. And then it's just slow roasting next to the flames. And for hours and hours until the fat starts to pop. So the whole trick here is getting the moisture out of the pork belly and then slow cooking, very slow. So all the moisture gets out gradually and the fat renders properly and it starts popping. And then maybe a squeeze of lemon juice at the end, and that's it. Really simple fire cooking. And that's delicious because pork belly already has such a wonderful sweet flavor. You don't need a lot. Let's wash the excessive salt off the pork belly and then do the rub, and then we're gonna start putting it close to the fire. So that is a lot of salt. See, a lot of moisture drained out, and we're just gonna wash that off. So no more salt needed because there's been a lot of salt on there. Just put some jeera powder on. Quite a lot because the flames will burn off a lot of the flavor, so don't be shy. Put enough on. And then the same with the smoked paprika. And then we're just going to give it a good rub. That's it. After the fire. While the pork belly was slowly sizzling away, I made us a steak as an appetizer. Remember to render the fat properly and also to get a proper sear on the meat. For the latter, you need a lot of heat from proper coals from proper wood. Medium to rare is the only way to go. There is nothing as disappointingly bland as an overcooked dry steak. I'm not gonna lie, after that wonderful eating earlier, I took a nap. And the pork belly is still going on a fire. It's been going now for hours, very, very slow and low heat. But we're gonna take a walk and check out the rest of the space. It's golden hour. And then I'm gonna come back and continue with the pork belly. Finish that off, make some rosemary potatoes with it. And maybe something else as well. So the 3 Wild World cooking edition show will continue. And I'll do some more cooking in our upcoming vlogs. Let me know if you like it. Comment below. Also let me know what type of food you would like to see on my vlogs. Especially fire cooking. Give me ideas. The plan for me is to really grow this channel. It's been going very slowly, but I think I should work harder on it, seeing that I've got new gear as well. So I want to do an African adventure over winter and maybe call it something like the Great African Adventure. But I need support to do this because obviously I am not a millionaire. I'm doing all of this on a shoestring, and if you would like to see me go up in Africa this winter and do vlogs, do interviews with people and podcasts wherever I go, I'll probably hitchhike because I don't have a vehicle and all that stuff. Just do it on a really low budget, sleep at local guest houses, but it will be a really great, interesting adventure. If you would like to see that, you can support me, and there are ways in which you can support me. If you go to the description of this vlog, you'll see ways. You can also just buy me a coffee, or whichever way, other ways. I'm going to start a merch shop on my YouTube channel as well, selling t-shirts and stuff, because I love doing this and I love showing you stuff, but obviously I need to be able to do it and fund it somewhere. So go check out the description and the link. Yeah, I will just share this vlog and tell people about it, and come with me on a great African adventure this winter. Wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine all the adventures and the things we're going to see just going up in Africa. I'm taking you with me. We're going to do cooking, fire cooking in a bush, you know, meet interesting people and just check out Africa. That will be awesome. Support me, man. Looks like there's a whole community living here, a lot of houses. So yeah, interesting. I don't know what's the vibe here. If it's holiday or permanent residence, I don't know, but whole community on the farm here.
Let's go slow. Living in the moment is the only truth. Let's go slow.
Right, so I was told by the owner of the trust or the area, or it's like 14 houses here of people living here, that I can't take video on that side because it intrudes in their privacy and for security reasons. But that's okay, it's their place. I'm not gonna bother people. But now we're on the other side. This is actually a lodge, I think, and it's called Umshanti. We're allowed to video here because this is open to the public, so you can come and stay here. It's beautiful. It's right next to the dam here, the BUFFELJAGS RIVER dam. Really awesome. So this is Umshanti. It's another property adjacent to that property where we're staying, and we're just going to take a walk here and check out the beautiful bird life and a nice sunlight on the water. This is the birthday girl. She had a birthday party and we missed out. Happy birthday, man. Lekker.
Goeie papa man. Goeie bina man.
These guys are on the party vibe.
Goeie papa man.
Party vibes. Lekker. Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Word of the day, drink a dop.
I'll say, why not? Drink a dop. Drink a drink. Guys are on a vibe, man. Umshanti is a private resort nestled on the banks of the BUFFELJAGS Dam, approximately 12 kilometers from Swellendam in the Western Cape. The resort offers a serene environment with a variety of accommodation and activities suitable for families, couples and groups seeking both relaxation and adventure. What a nice surprise, this place is awesome. So you can come here, this is like a little boat and it looks like you can sit here and braai while drifting gently on the dam on a day like today. I definitely want to come and do this. I'll put in the details here if you want to come and do this, and if you do, invite me along please. But yeah, it's cool, really cool. The weekend is coming to a close and this cooking version of a vlog is coming to a close. So we're finishing off with that pork belly outside. To go with the pork belly outside, I'm doing corn on the cob, just with some butter and salt, and rosemary potatoes. So potatoes fried, deep fried in oil with rosemary, and that will be the vlog. And then I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe. Tell me what you like me to cook for you. Let's do it. The meal is finished and I made a little tomato and red onion salad as well, just with lemon juice, because there's a lot of fat in this meal. So that's just to cut the fat. The acidity will cut the fat slightly. And then the spices are nice, a little bit burnt because I got dancing in the kitchen and I forgot about the spices or the pork belly, but it's not too bad, it's okay. The potato is nice and perfectly brown. Yeah. Then we've got the mealies. I'm going to put some butter and salt on there. And that's us on a meal. And I want you to hear something. If I tap on this fat, you'll hear it, how hard it is. That's why it's called crackling, because it's going to crackle when we bite it, obviously. So just listen to this. It is crackling, but it's not hard. It's like a soft crackle. So it's not going to break your teeth, and that's because, yeah, that one. It's been slow cooked. So let's have the meal. It's Sunday. It's the last night of this cooking show version of this vlog. And I just want to say thank you, Pierre, for supporting me, because Pierre is one of my oldest supporters. He's been supporting me for a really long time. Most of my gear is from Pierre. So he's a silent investor in the free world world, in the brand and in the concept of making these vlogs and media clips. And thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. Shake my hand. Great. Anything you want to say?
No, Chris, it looks great. Thank you very much.
Let's enjoy the meal, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Cheers.
Taking my time as the sun it shines on me and everyone that has come to find this world is cruel, but there's nothing new. Living in
Proper
the
crunch.
moment is the only truth. But let's go slow.
This is why I like pork belly.
Living in the moment is the only truth. But let's go slow.